Welcome if you welcome to my channel if you haven't been here before, and welcome back if you have. Fortunately, you have because fortunately you have so that you have seen my earlier video where I mentioned each letter of the Hebrew alphabet in order. That'll come in handy here. If you haven't, of course, go back. It's only a few videos before this one. I want to talk about, first of all, this series is preparation for when I go really deeply into the hidden structure of the Torah text. The Torah text is the Jewish, I want to say the Bible itself is Genesis all the way to Chronicles. It's in three groupings. We call it the Tanakh. That's an acronym for Torah, which would be Genesis, the 5 books of Moses, Genesis through Deuteronomy. And then you have Nevi'im, which translates as the prophets. And then you have Kotavim, which literally translates as writings. Now, Nevi'im and Kotavim, the order of the books differs from the Catholic version or the Protestant version. So that's why it ends on Chronicles. All right, so Tanakh. So I'm focusing primarily on the first third of that, which would be the Torah, the 5 books of Moses. I want to explain these aspects of Hebrew so that you yourself can understand the Hebrew language. You can be able to understand the Hebrew text, and so you won't have to rely on just me talking about it. You can actually go online. It's readily available. You can actually read the Hebrew and understand what it says. So you're not beholden to some translator who may be biased or have an agenda or whatever. All right. So I want to talk about something very simple. There are 4 forms. I want to talk about singularity and plurality, and I want to talk about gender. The Hebrew language does not have a neuter gender. If you may know already about other languages, particularly in European languages, there's masculine and feminine, and that's it. German, I believe, has neuter, and of course English has neuter. Hebrew does not. Nouns must be either masculine or feminine. Now you can tell there's a slight exception to this, but for the most part, you can tell the gender of the word by how it ends. If it does not end in hey, it would be masculine. And consequently, if it does end in hey, then it's feminine, and not only feminine but feminine singular. Now, that out of the way, I want to mention the suffix that becomes added on at the end of a noun to make it plural. So you have a masculine noun, singular masculine noun, and you want to pluralize it. You add the letter yud as a suffix, tacked on at the end of the word. You add a yud, and then I forget what the vowel name is, but it's a singular dot which indicates the E sound, and then final mem, and that's pronounced eem. So, for example, the word for book is sefer. So books and it's masculine. So seferim would be books, and house or dwelling is beit, and the plural for that masculine word is beitim. All right, so simple enough. So the feminine words end in hey, the letter hey, and there's I think it's common. I won't venture to try and remember the right now, especially. I won't try to remember the name of the vowel. It's the vowel that appears as a straight line, straight horizontal line with a one half of a vertical line. It's as if you have a cross and then the top part of that vertical line doesn't exist. It's this. All right. So, and I think also sometimes just the horizontal line vowel is used. All right, so in either case, it's ah or aw. Um, this is aw, and this is simply ah. So you insert that after that vowel after the last letter in the no, I'm sorry. You have a Hebrew word, and after the final, after the sort of the, not including the hey, after the final letter in the word, there's the vowel aw, and then the final letter itself is a hey. That indicates femininity. Femininity. So that's a feminine singular. To change it into feminine plural, you would remove the aw sound, and you would remove the hey at the end, and you would add in a vav with a dagesh, which would be a dot. It's treated like a vowel in the sense that you don't write it in the actual Hebrew. For example, in the Torah text, you don't see any vowels. And in regular Hebrew, you don't see the vowels, they're inferred. But there's a certain dagesh which indicates the vav should be pronounced as an O sound. So you would insert the vav, you would remove the hey and the ah sound, and you would replace it with a vav that has an O sound, and then after that it would be a tav. So it would be pronounced oat. So I can't think of any feminine words, but the word would be, oh, actually I can, Sephirah, which is a Kabbalistic term. It may be where we get sphere from, the word sphere from, but it's a term denoting an enclosure. I won't get into Kabbalah, but it basically container or vessel. So Sephirah, you can tell by that ah sound and the spelling, the fact it ends in ah and has the hey at the end as the last letter, you can tell it's feminine. So you would replace the ah sound and the hey with a vav that's pronounced o, and a tav, letter tav. So you would change Sephirah to Sephirot. That's as simple as that. So there are exceptions to, I think it's the numbers. I think it flips, as I recall. It flips that the letters that would seem feminine, in other words, have the hey at the end, are masculine. I don't know why. I think it's the letters. Pretty sure it's the letters. The letters of the when you're counting in terms of Hebrew letters, numbers, Hebrew numbers. I don't know why that is. I know that cities are predominantly feminine, and that's the case in, I think, just about every language I can think of, or at least European languages. And we have gender neutral in ours, so we don't indicate gender when it comes to cities. But we sort of do. I mean, we refer to Paris, she is a great city, so forth, stuff like that. Or the City of Lights is she, something like that. So, so that's it. Until next time, when I'll be thinking of other things to educate you on, and I'll talk to you next time.